Project Bluebeam, the simulated apocalypse. Technological updates. Project Bluebeam, labeled by the mainstream media as a conspiracy theory, is more than just news. It is a denunciation or a warning that has been circulated on the internet for over 15 years. Bluebeam means blue ray, referring to a type of laser ray that would be used in the project's execution. Over the years, although the project's objective has not changed, the technologies available to update it have advanced significantly. When I wrote the first report in 2012, I called this project the holographic programmed apocalypse. Because, broadly speaking, Bluebeam is an important instrument in the scenery of a supposed agenda, whose objective is to simulate the events that herald the end of this world, of this humanity, according to the sequence of events, which are tragedies, described in the book of Revelation by the Apostle John, the last book of the Christian Bible. The Bluebeam project in this context of great deception consists specifically in falsification of the prophesied return of Jesus, a hologram projected in the sky. The pretended apparition must function as a unifying element of humanity in a time of complete civilizational collapse, a collapse resulting from multiple factors: environmental catastrophes, plagues, famine, wars, the collapse of the financial system. During this process, most of the world will be physically destroyed, and the population will be reduced by more than 80% of Earth's current population. In this scenario of desolation, despair, and conflict among people who no longer respect the old authorities, the unifying Christ will emerge, a political, social, and religious unifier, a guarantor for the establishment of a unique government for all humanity, a supernatural interventor, but one who, in reality, will be an illusion produced by communication and control technologies, the technologies of cybernetics. In this scenario, the Book of Revelations of the Apostle John is a kind of screenplay for the actions that the world's controllers adopt to make the humanity believe that they are living the biblical prophecies. The illusion needs to be credible enough so that trust in an ecumenical Jesus, unifier of religions and thoughts, can be effective in achieving the submission of the overwhelming majority of the peoples of the planet. The biggest challenge in executing Bluebeam has always been developing technology capable of making people see and hear these technological messiahs simultaneously all over the world. After all, anyone familiar with the prophecy knows it's written there, "Every eye will see him." Therefore, the initial idea of projecting an image in the sky in all corners of the earth at the same time has been enhanced by more sophisticated resources. Actually, no one needs to see an image in the sky. Currently, it's already possible for everyone, or the overwhelming majority of the world's population, receive the vision and the message in words, in their own language, simultaneously, directly in their minds. This can be achieved through devices such as nanobiochips, especially those implanted in the brain. I think I've already talked too much about the technological aspects of this issue. Finally, before the apparition occurs, with its ecumenical message, including pious platitudes on diversity, ecology, and inclusion, there will be bombastic announcements of archaeological, architectural, and literary discoveries, manuscripts and scrolls that will reveal a fabricated truth about Jesus and his doctrine, presented as something hidden. This truth will be the foundation of the new messianic message, solidifying the great deception. Overcoming Project Bluebeam. If indeed humanity's controllers once bet on Project Bluebeam as an indispensable means of world domination, like cartoon villains, the situation may have changed significantly today. About 6 years ago, social engineering experiments and the application of mass psychology demonstrated that controlling crowd behavior can be achieved through the most basic propaganda techniques, promoting behaviors as virtuous and supporting specific legislation imposed in the name of the common good. The figure of Jesus could be replaced, or his power and prestige could be minimized to approach his person to one more common prophet, and his biography altered by the presentation of fabricated archaeological discoveries, duly validated by television and YouTube experts, who would produce reports and other nonsense about truths hidden by reprehensible political and religious interests. Once the circus is set up, all that remains is to present the astonished public with a global leader who holds all the solutions that will return the world to the well-being of peace, overseen by this leader, which could be an international organization presided over some charismatic figure. Naturally, this charismatic figure will be the Antichrist. But these are all human ideas. Men plan, God laughs. Origin of the idea. The origin of the rumors about Project Bluebeam dates back to the work of an investigative journalist, a Canadian considered a conspiracy theorist. Project Bluebeam by Serge Monast. Published in 1994, the book describes a plan elaborated by certain government agencies to create a new world religion through a spectacle of holograms, images projected in the sky, and the manipulation of radio waves to simulate the second coming of Christ or a similar event.
This video ends here. To learn more, to learn about things I don't dare to say on this platform, visit our blog page. The link is in my pinned comment. There you'll find free sources and other links to additional information. If you enjoyed this content, please leave your like and your comment below. What do you think about this issue? Till the next video.